Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
I live in a drug-infested neighborhood with a bunch of whores running around selling their hot pockets for heroin. My music didn't do any numbers, so I switched over and became a psychic overnight.
Anika Jenkins' case is what really made me want to bring my paranormal work to the internet.
Me, Beef Huff, Candace Star. We use actual science tools. Ghost box, EVP recorder, EMF detectors. We use actual tools to communicate with the spirits. I believe we all got abilities. I so bad want to use them for good. Where's Monifa? Fucking nigga.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Random News, and I hope you got them rolled up because our weirdo psych is back with another drug-induced rant. So let's head on down to High Street and listen to the ramblings of a moron as we present C Love, crying for views. Now, when we last left off on this clown, we learned he was a weirdo, he likes to slander people's names, and he likes to touch on young girls. Well, you can add sneak this into his repertoire, because that's what he did in this video. So let's check out what he had to say.
This is Monifa.
Oh, and if you didn't know, he's obsessed with Monifa. He stalks her Facebook page 24/7.
I got some confess about some sins, but I never told.
Which is a statement that could mean anything, but watch what your boy turns it into.
Now I know these girls ain't that dumb where they misspell some shit that much. It's almost like a trend that it's popular to misspell shit these days.
Yeah, and this is coming from a so-called psychic who can't even spell the word psychic.
Come on, I know y'all ain't that dumb.
Well, he sure seems to be.
But all of my ghost box sessions I do on Kanika. What is my result, guys? What is always my result?
Well, since he's talking to himself and not any ghosts, his results are always absolutely nothing.
I always ask Kanika, who's responsible for your death? And her reply is always Monifa.
Yep, that's his solid evidence right there, everybody. He got high, started talking to Kanika, and Kanika told him everything. And it's funny, because this dude doesn't even believe in his own ghost box sessions.
I don't trust my ghost box sessions all the time. You know, you can't really depend on it.
A ghost can come to the ghost box and say that it was done a different way.
Because there is spirits that will lie.
Who cares if my reply said that it was done different ways?
See, the only people goofier than this dude are the people that pay him to pretend to be psychic. Because he clearly just told you he could be talking to anybody, you know, if you want to play along.
Every single time. If y'all don't believe me, go and watch them. And I've been saying this since day one.
So since day one, he's been slandering somebody's name and defaming their character by making them out to be a murderer, all over something a ghost told him. Okay.
Now, I've had idiots like Random News, a wannabe DJ Wackademics.
And if you notice, his insults are as flat as his rap career.
Person on YouTube. He said he was looking for content and he ran across me and I'm a goofy, so that's why he comes after me. No, I just think you don't know how to create the content that you want to create.
This is exactly the content I wanted to make, so he's wrong again.
And you kept saying, who am I to accuse Monifa with no proof?
Because, you know, if you're going to call somebody a murderer, you should be able to have some type of solid evidence to prove it.
Well, if you wasn't the goofy that you are, Random News, wannabe DJ Wackademics, then you will see. It's right here in your face. This is Monifa, Kanika's best friend, saying I got some confession about some sins, but I never told.
Which again, means absolutely nothing, but if we don't go by this goofy's logic, I guess the police are on their way to Monifa's house right now to lock her up, right?
I believe Kanika's haunting her.
And I believe this dude likes to touch on kids. The only difference is, I have evidence of it, and he doesn't have evidence of shit.
The truth's gonna come out. And once again, my ghost box sessions will be validated with actual evidence.
Yeah, and by that statement alone, that means his ghost box sessions aren't evidence, neither is anything he just said in this video. See, your boy Cecil is a guy that likes to lie all the time. He cries that everybody on here lies on him, yet he comes online and slanders everybody's name and thinks it's cool. There's no evidence of him knowing who killed Kanika whatsoever. But there's evidence all over the internet that this dude's a pedophile.
Rosie, do you think I'm a child molester?
No, I think it's something that you did.
She clearly said it was something that you did.
You haven't done nothing since then.
Rosie don't think I did anything since then. That doesn't mean that I did anything.
No, that clearly means that you did something. You just don't want to own up to it. Now, the only reason this dude brought my name up in this video for any reason is because he's butthurt that I pointed out the fact that he should have actual proof before he starts calling people murderers. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Monifa is innocent. She's definitely guilty of being irresponsible, careless, and just not a good friend at the time. But to say she did things like this is kind of irresponsible.
Who got paid for your organs? Nifa.
See what I mean? You're looking at the face of a whole goofy. That's all the evidence this dude needed to go around the internet calling somebody a murderer. And he didn't stop there.
Kanika, who murdered you? Nifa.
Yeah, and if we were to go by his logic and play along with this little game of his, how do we know the ghost even said that? Because remember, this is what he said about his ghost box sessions.
I don't trust my ghost box sessions all the time. You know, you can't really depend on it because there is spirits that will lie.
And since he also said,
And you can't prove nothing with paranormal research. Paranormal research is not proof. A ghost can come to the ghost box and say that it was done a different way. Who cares if my reply said that it was done different ways?
I don't know, maybe the people you make out to be a murderer all the time? I mean, how would you feel if some goofy you never met a day in your life told everybody on the internet you murdered your best friend, all because his radio told him? Yeah, this has to be one of the most delusional clowns that I've ever did videos on. He slanders people all the time, and yet claims people slander him.
There's a difference between what people do to me and what I do to Monifa.
See, the difference is, he doesn't have any proof Monifa or anybody else at the party did anything. But everybody has him on camera saying that he did shit with little kids. So nobody's slandering his name. But he's so delusional, he still doesn't get it. Check this out.
Accusing someone of something without proof? Never did that. How she killed her? Probably a fight. Probably jumped. But Monifa not only set her up, but also was the one who killed her. She was strangled by Monifa's bare hands.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole lot of slander to me.
Slandering someone? Never did that.
And since this is him clearly slandering somebody in their comment section, I'm pretty sure you can call him a liar as well.
My opinion that Monifa killed Kanika based off of ghost box sessions? It's my opinion.
And there's another lie, because it clearly can't be his opinion if he told everybody that Kanika told him that Monifa killed her.
I said that Kanika said it. Every time I ask Kanika Jenkins who's responsible for her death or killed her, I always get the same answer. And it's always Monifa. And I am allowed to have the right of an opinion.
Yeah, and everybody that calls this clown a pedophile has the right to their opinion. The only difference between them and him is that they have proof of what they're saying. And they shouldn't have to worry about this dude trying to do stupid shit like this.
And I do have legal aid too, as well. I do have a lawyer, a friend of the family, who is a certified lawyer.
Can you imagine this goofy going into the courtroom with his certified lawyer, trying to explain how the ghost of Kanika Jenkins told him that Monifa choked her out? Mr. Cecil, you're here because you say you know who killed Kanika Jenkins?
Yep.
And you're here with a certified lawyer, am I correct?
Yes, I'm his lawyer, Joe Rosenberg. I'll be representing Goofy today in court.
And what evidence does your client have for the court today, Mr. Rosenberg?
She was strangled by Monifa's bare hands.
Wait a minute. These are serious accusations. Where'd you get this information?
Kanika Jenkins ghost box session.
Seriously?
Yep. Goofy, what the fuck are you doing? Your Honor, my client would like to plead insanity. No. Holy fucking shit. Your Honor, I'd like to call for a recess. I would like to talk to my client in private.
I'm looking at two whole goofies. You got 5 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goofy, get the fuck over here.
Monifa not only set her up, but also was the one who killed her.
All right, Goofy, you're on thin ice right now.
Kanika said it.
Fucking kidding me, Goofy, come here, Goofy, come on.
Shape up.
Do a ghost box session to find out what happened to Kanika.
Do you want to go to a psychiatric ward? No. No?
So my sister was going around saying I was a child molester.
If you do want to go to jail,
No.
you say that you're not guilty. You didn't do it.
But I did.
Goofy.
I'm guilty.
Well, we were doing shit behind our parents' back. We were doing sexual shit.
Okay, Goofy, you gotta take this seriously.
Okay.
So, Mr. Cecil, not only did you say Kanika told you Monifa did it, but you also claim the ghost of Tupac told you Monifa did it?
Yeah. Goofy, shut the fuck up.
And you said this is you and the ghost of Tupac standing in this picture?
Bye.
Clinically insane, Your Honor.
Cut the crap. Are you psychic or not?
But I'm not claiming that I'm a psychic. I mean, sometimes I believe I am. Sometimes I don't believe I am.
Holy fucking shit.
So Rosenberg, looks like your client just owned up to being a fraud. I have too much fun with this Goofy. And you know that's how that shit would go. But that wouldn't be the end of its delusional rants. Check this shit out.
Is Cecil this predator that all these people say I am, with no victims, no charges, nobody saying it?
Well, that's a lie, because I know of a few people that were saying it, one being the sister.
So my sister was going around saying I was a child molester.
And let's not forget his best friend.
When me and my friend was beefing, because when he was mad at me, he was calling me a molester.
And when people in your personal life are posting stories of busting 40 bottles over your head for having your hands down little girls' pants, I think it's safe to say people are calling you a pedophile. Now, to say this dude's a moron is an understatement. He likes to jump online and rant all the time, and then his rants ends up biting him in the ass. Just like this last one he tried to do on me, then quickly delete. Luckily, Irish Steve-O had a couple clips of it, and it was fucking hilarious. Check out how his wife debunks him the whole time.
He laughs like this. But after doofies like you. He laughs like this.
Okay, I'll give him that one. I do kind of laugh like that.
See? Okay, here's one point I'll make though.
Now, I'm not making fun of people. I'm making fun of him.
See, his wife tried to warn him. That's exactly why he took this video down.
I was for the first 3 months of Kanika's life.
You gotta excuse him. His brain works different. You know, the drugs and all.
The first 3 months of Kanika's death, I was the only paranormal researcher in the world.
It was maybe about a week or 2 weeks.
No, it was at least a month, Eddie.
You see, making this dude look stupid is so fun. His wife even wanted in on the action.
Anyways, I was the first one. I was the first one in the world, because when I started doing her sessions, I would search it to see if anybody else gave a shit to do ghost box sessions on Kanika. There was nobody.
And how you gonna diss the other fraud Steve Huff like that? And if you look at the date on this video, you see your boy C Love's full of shit.
I was the only one, and I've had people validate that to me.
And if you were to ask him who validated it, he'll probably tell you the ghost of Kobe Bryant, Tupac, Biggie, and John Benet Ramsey.
And I was on YouTube for what, 7 years? With music?
And not one time in those 7 years did he use these psychic powers he claimed to have. But soon as Kanika died, all of a sudden, he's psychic.
I never got to 1,000 subscribers. Now, when I started doing ghost box sessions, in Kanika's case, I was heavy on it. My channel started taking off.
Now, the whole reason he's mad is because I said his rap career wasn't doing anything, so he started making Kanika videos. And now he just admitted to exactly what I said. So why is he upset?
But I was authentically trying to get justice for Kanika.
Now, if he was really trying to get justice, he would go to the police and tell them that Monifa killed Kanika, and tell them that Kanika said it. But he won't. He'll just sit behind the computer and bitch all day.
See, exactly, and you don't know him. You don't know
And he don't know
You're
me.
making an assumption about him.
You know the thing he claims he doesn't do to anybody?
30-minute video.
You made an assumption that he did Kanika Jenkins' investigation.
I made an assumption that this dude has probably worked on the Kanika Jenkins case.
Yeah, and when you make assumptions, you just make an ass out of yourself.
And unconnectedly received donations from his reporters, his supporters. Yeah, I do. I do.
We're making assumptions about somebody we do not know.
Right.
I'm not saying it's wrong that people do it.
Right. But maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't. He could have just watched the videos and saw it for himself. Maybe I should just hire his wife to debunk him. She's pretty good at it.
When you put yourself
But still.
out there on social media, okay? Doesn't matter. You're putting yourself out there on a platform where people can criticize you. Not
Something that a lot of these frauds don't seem to get at all.
you, but where people can criticize you. And if
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's another lie. This dude comes on live every single day and bitches for at least an hour about somebody criticizing him.
I randomly laughed at random fake news. I laughed at it. I think it's funny.
Well, you can't say he doesn't have good taste in comedy.
It didn't bother me.
It had to have somehow, because you're making it.
The only part that bothered me was all the incorrect statements that was coming out of his mouth. I couldn't even get through the whole video. Not because it bothered me, because it didn't.
Let him keep telling himself that. Eventually, he'll believe it.
Well, I got something for you. He goes up to Goofies. Well, there's Goofy tattooed on my arm.
Oh no. See, you can't ask for anything better than that. This dude's been a certified goofy since way back.
White Goofy? I'm not here to argue with people or to have drama or to respond to people's negativity. I'm going to take my wife's advice and just do what I do without being... Okay, but I needed to clarify a couple things.
Yeah, his wife knew he was full of shit when he made that statement. Cause your boy on here looking for drama with other psychics to this day. Check this shit out. Now you would think when you saw the title of this video, this hypocrite would be talking about himself.
I think it's wrong for people to act like real psychics and they really ain't.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
But I'm not claiming that I'm a psychic. I mean, sometimes I believe I am. Sometimes I don't believe I am.
I heard someone doing a Mo 3 psychic reading. A white lady.
Hey, babes.
You knew who he was talking about.
Within that reading, she was saying, I don't know nothing about the case, so everything that comes to me comes and goes, and I'll get cold chills, and when I feel cold chills, then I'll know it's validated.
You see, I think those drugs got his brain all out of whack, because I'm pretty sure he's talking about himself.
I go to do a ghost box session, and I just got chills, because I think the spirit knows what I'm going to say.
The girl who was found dead in the freezer, well, I just felt electric shock go over my head. But she kept mumbling like she was in some type of trance, getting certain things.
Well, I guess you can call this a trance, but it's kind of drug induced.
You can tell a fake psychic when you see one, guys.
Well, you sure can, because when you call them out, they instantly deflate.
He said you know the past, present, and future. Oh.
And once you ask them to defend their information, then they attack.
Prove it was connecting you choking to.
Man, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
And I just think it's sad that people are subscribing and giving thousands of plays and thousands of dollars to people who are straight up lying on the spirits. It's discouraging and it's disrespectful on the spirit realm.
Which is exactly how the paranormal research community on YouTube feel about this dude. You want to see an example?
Should you ask? I'll give you a really good example.
Now, if that's not the face of a whole goofy, I don't know what is. But he posted this video of another psychic calling him out. And trust me, this shit was priceless.
Now, this person popped up on my Sylvia Likens ghost box session.
But you know, whenever anybody dies, this dude can instantly get an interview.
This girl says, Sylvia asked to please be left at peace, that she does not want this. I am a psychic medium, a spellcaster, Wicca / hoodoo.
Your boy dealing with a super psychic.
What we seek, seeks us. Facts be. Why are you talking like that? Bless be, facts be. Like, you're not an ancient witch, you know. There's a lot of cuckoos out there, dude.
You know, the type of weirdos that get high and get chased around their apartment by ghosts.
Needs help. Oh, I guess I just seen her spirit in the mirror. Oh, my Lord, have mercy.
I think you're speaking on yourself. I think that you've casted spells wrongfully.
And since he doesn't know this person at all, I guess we can call that slander.
I believe you mess with stuff that you're not supposed to mess with, and it's harmed you spiritually.
So now you go around telling people that communicating with spirits is not good.
See, he makes up stories about you when he doesn't know you at all, just to justify his bullshit.
Witchcraft and spirit communication is two different things. Plus, in the video, I'm sitting right in front of a Bible with Jesus candles.
Yeah, the same book that tells you not to communicate with spirits. But hey, he had Jesus candles, right?
I think some of you people are wacko. I really do. I think a lot of you people are nuts, crazy, cuckoo.
Wow, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Oh, I chose to be offended because I wanted to feel the anger that day.
Now, I'm not pausing the camera. That's just him sitting there like a weirdo. And what he's about to say will let you see why people call him a predator.
Because it hits my G-spot, okay? When I get angry, it gets me aroused.
Yeah, he must have been extra angry when he was messing around with those kids. Now, while this weirdo stares off into the distance, let's ask ourselves, who's really
or nuts, crazy, cuckoo?
When this is the same dude that claims he has the ghosts of Biggie and Tupac on speed dial whenever he decides to get high.
Tupac Shakur supposedly is a lie.
Don't mind him, that's just the drugs talking. And you'll see what I mean as that conversation went on. Now, if you're anything like me, you're wondering what the fuck's happening right here. And all I can get from this is either Tupac holds a boring conversation or your boy's on some of that good stuff that he picked up on his way down the high street. And judging by these clips, I'm gonna go with the latter. You see, when it comes to paranormal research, his channel's the last one you want to watch. At the end of the day, only thing his channel's good for is watching him go off on these epic rants every day. And here's a quick compilation of that.
You're all over the place right now.
Yeah, I'm all over the place right now with shit-talking YouTube content people like you. None of you pussies could pull through with exposing me for this. Because it's not true!
My friend Albert Steve-O's doing this against this character she loves. I guess I'll do it too.
Prove it was connecting you talking to. Man, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, honey, go put my teeth in a cup for me. I need to clean them up. I gotta do some talking.
I'm getting thousands of plays off of bashing you. Apologizing ain't gonna work now.
Dude, if that's how you feel, get the fuck off of my channel.
Well, I'm glad that you're glad that I'm leaving. Maybe you'll leave me and my family the fuck alone from this point on.
Why would you lie about that?
I don't know, but I did. Of course they pissed me off. Of course I'm mad. I'm a human being. I'm gonna have feelings.
Which is exactly how his wife felt when all she tried to do was tell him not to make a fool of himself online. And all he wanted to do was snap at her instead of take her advice.
Instead of just sucking it up and realizing...
Not every time, Hetty. Can I finish my video? Can I finish what I want to say so I can get it out? Please?
Yeah, what a clown. You see, at the end of the day, this dude just likes to be big mad. And he's only getting upset at people when they're only doing what he told them to do.
And if y'all want to go up against these kinds of criminals, go to the internet, look for sex offenders, and find out if they're free. And then once you find out if they're free, see if they're on the internet, and then go after them.
And since the only reason people aren't here calling this dude a pedophile is based off of what he said, his sister said, and his best friend said, then it's safe to say
there's a difference between what people do to me and what I do to Monifa.
Yeah, the difference is, unlike you, Monifa never came online and confessed to murder like you came online and confessed to being a pedophile. And hopefully by the end of this video, you finally get that point. Now, at the end of the day, all the hate this dude gets, he brings on himself. He claims people like to dox him and everything, and then he goes and doxes his own wife. Look at this idiot.
Fox 19 is here at Hetty's job. They're going to be here in the morning too for Hetty and her job. I just wanted to share it with the high streeters.
Now, if you're claiming you get doxxed all the time and people are always calling your job to get you fired, why would you put your wife's job out there like an idiot? What would possess you to do that? Maybe it was the ghost of Elisa Lamb.
I don't work here anymore because I found a new job that I really like.
Yeah, remember he said that because right before the story aired, he posted this rant on the YouTube.
It's funny, the people who try to dox me and my family always show up with a fake account talking shit. That's what happened today when I got home.
See what I mean about this guy never wanting to take responsibility? He came online and showed everybody where his wife worked. Nobody doxed him.
Some person showed up and said, "Dude, what the hell are you talking about? We know that you and Hetty both work together."
And I mean, he clearly just told you.
I don't work here anymore. Troll account acting like a female, trying to tell me where I work.
Yeah, because you don't think this dude will come on here and actually lie to his subscribers after he just said,
I don't work here anymore. Maybe I want you guys to think you know where I work, because you guys are idiotic.
Yeah, this moron should be the last person using the word idiotic, especially after he made this slip up.
Oh, delicious pizza. Oh, I have one every day for lunch.
What does he mean he has one for lunch every day? So does he leave his job, goes to Hetty's job just to get a slice of pizza? Or does he work there?
They're like family to me, so I stop in there a lot. So y'all should come through and get one. What?
Yeah, did you guys catch the look on his face? Your boy know he fucked up. Let's see that again.
Y'all should come through and get one. What?
Yeah, the what is Hetty knows he's full of shit. But before we continue, let's check out that news story.
On who is in downtown working.
Rob McCleary, general manager of Zablon, says he's had to cut back.
Now, for a guy that said,
I don't work here anymore.
Now, to the naked eye, it may seem like T-Love still works there making pizza. But in reality, he's just making a cameo appearance.
Dude, what the hell are you talking about? We know that you and Hetty both work together. Trying to tell me where I work. Maybe I want you guys to think you know where I work.
Now, by the look on Hetty's face, she already knows he's full of shit, and I'm sure she just wants him to shut the fuck up and get off the computer. But as usual, when caught in a lie, your boy has come back and just play the victim.
I have never really gave a shit if people knew where I worked.
And we know that's 100% a lie, because why would he come online and tell you this?
I don't work here anymore. It would not matter if I still worked at Zablon.
Now, if you can't tell by this rant, your boy's clearly on something, especially since he's trying to convince you he still doesn't work there.
If I worked at Zablon's, why would I need to hide that?
I don't know. He's a goofy coming online saying this.
I don't work here anymore.
Now, at this point, most of the people on the internet, including his family, are kind of tired of his bullshit. And that became perfectly clear in this live that he deleted, where Hetty was just pretty fed up.
I'm not dumb.
Come on, buddy.
I don't know why you guys think I'm dumb.
Yeah, you can leave all the reasons why you think he's dumb in the comment section.
You ain't got nothing else better to do with your time but to play with me like a little kid? No, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
See what I mean? Even at this point, his wife's tired of hearing him cry all the fucking time.
I'm just as irritated about it as you are.
Yeah, the only thing Hetty's irritated with at this point is this dude and his YouTube career.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to do with it until you go live and talk about it.
Nobody's making you a part of it.
See how delusional this idiot is? He does all this stupid shit to get people to bring trouble to him, which in turn bring trouble to his family, and he still doesn't realize it.
That's why I said,
I'll go in the other room while I'm live.
No, come on down here.
Now, instead of throwing a tantrum and running off, he should have just took his wife's advice and just turned the damn camera off. But instead, he'd rather rant with people that he doesn't even know on the internet.
You guys are fucking childish.
Says the grown-ass man who just stormed off like a child.
Why'd you slam the door?
You guys are acting childish as fuck.
So are you.
She said, so are you. She hit the nail right on the head. You see, when it all comes down to it, your boy C-Love is nothing more than a man-child. He never likes to admit when he's wrong. All I did when I came after him the first time was tell him, you should have physical evidence before you go around the internet calling people murderers, because it's dangerous. And instead of him getting that point, he'd rather come online and rant about how he doesn't know why I came after him. So since he doesn't understand it when it comes out of my mouth, I'll let him tell himself why I came after him.
But you sit there and bash people on YouTube that you don't know based off of assumptions and allegations without any facts or evidence. And you call your goofy ass videos actual evidence.
So we all know your boy, he still won't get the point. And even though I done bodied him for the third time, he's still just gonna come back with another epic rant. But until then, that's where we're gonna end this one. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to help the channel grow, you can hit the link in the description. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
He goes at the Goofies. Well, there's Goofy tattooed on my arm. White Goofy?